Hi, this is a model of the wonderful GG1 Art Deco electric locomotive of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and it's a cheap model, and it was built in the 70s by a company called Tempo, and it's considered basically a junk model, though it's not really. It has a Bachmann's type pancake motor, and it runs a bit noisy, but it's a GG1, and I wanted a GG1, and I haven't got the money to spend a fortune on an expensive model. So I've had this knocking around for a while. I recently remagnetized it and got it running again, and it was very, brand new looking, so I decided to weather it up and try to make it look like a better model. So if you look at the trucks and the frames at the side, these were originally black, like a black shiny plastic. You can see the remnants of it inside here. So just by painting them with AK interactive paint markers, I picked out different details in different tones, burnt sienna type, rust colors. And I got the body and I gave it a coating of Vallejo washes. This one is called European Dirt or European Earth, and then I used their black Negro wash to fill in the fans here and some of the lines along here. So this gave it a bit of character, a lot of character, and then the whole thing was sealed in matte varnish, and I think it looks great. I think that looks like I recently saw a model of a very expensive brass import from Japan on a beautiful US layout, and to be honest, it doesn't look much better than my one. Oh, it runs better, it's better made, it's more detail, but as soon as my one was weathered, which was a very cheap one, I think I paid like, God, $40 for it back in the day, and that was second hand. And I mean, look at it, it's the classic Pennsylvania GG1, and it works, and I think it looks great. I mean, just this painting of the frames. You see how this section here above the axle journal is a slightly more lighter brown color. It pops it out. You make the darker colors go. Use the Goethe's painting theory basically, and then when you first do them in the markers, it looks kind of like they're very distinctly picked out. But as soon as you put the wash on, which in this case was European Dirt or European Earth by Vallejo, it blends it all in such a way that the details continue to pop out, but it looks, it looks properly weathered. And then a gentle coat of the same wash down here, and I would use a Q-tip to remove it off certain parts like the logo, but just gently. And I think I'm very happy. I have a very nice GG1. It's not one for the purists, but it's one for me.